Patty, and I'm with PricelessParenting.com. In my last video blog, I was talking to you about the philosophy of my parenting classes and how I got started with those parenting classes. And today what I want to focus on is the actual specific content of the parenting classes. And I'm glad you've joined me. First, I want to try to shake you with a startling claim. You will see positive changes in you and your child when you start using these new parenting techniques. You'll see those changes happening day to day and even moment to moment as conversations improve and a lot more positive things are happening at your house instead of the negative. Does it surprise you that the progress will happen so quickly? Well, let me explain a couple of examples that'll show you what I mean. So one mom was telling me about how she was battling with her son to go to try using the bathroom, and they were always arguing over this. And she turned things around when she gave him control by saying, "Would you like to walk to the bathroom or gallop?" And he quickly galloped to the bathroom and they didn't have a fight anymore. An example from an older child is one a dad told me about telling his 14-year-old daughter she was not allowed to watch an R-rated movie that she had asked to watch. And she started saying, "Oh, but Dad, everyone in the class has seen it. I'll be the only one who hasn't seen it." And he said before he had taken this parenting class, he would have hooked into that power struggle and responded to the content by saying something like, "Well, I don't think everyone in the class has seen it." But since taking the class, he learned to use a repetitive response and just say to her, "Probably so." And that ended the argument. There wasn't really anything she could respond to, and so that really helped him out in that situation. So now I want to tell you a little bit about the content, what we'll be covering in this 7-week class. We'll be talking about things like setting limits with your kids and being able to do it in a kind yet firm way, because ultimately we certainly want to have a loving relationship with our kids and we want it to be positive. And one of the other things we'll talk about is how to pay attention to the good things that our kids are doing more than the problems that they're having. It's real easy to get locked into the negative and noticing what's going wrong without what's going right. We'll be talking about ways to do that. We'll be talking about how to give kids responsibility so that they can learn to be responsible. We'll talk about chores. Chores is one of my favorite topics. Got to have some good chores going on to help, again, increase the responsibility, the respect for you, the respect for the home. We'll be giving you all sorts of ideas about avoiding power struggles, how to use consequences to help kids learn from their mistakes. Certainly kids make mistakes, we all make mistakes, and learning to make amends for your mistakes is one of the key things our children need to learn as they grow up. Within the course, there's also examples and exercises to work through. And at the end of each lesson, there is a trying it out section, which means that the things that you learned in that lesson, it's a chance to try those out with your own children at home. And we'll be having chances to discuss how that goes and any issues you have with implementing the new ideas. We'll be able to troubleshoot what's going on. So those and many other topics will be covered. The details are available on the website in a parenting outline of the class. And I just wanted to highlight a couple of them right now. I also wanted to let you know that we'll be talking about current issues, things that might be affecting your kids, like setting screen time, setting limits on video games, using the internet, Facebook. All of those types of things we can discuss, and also things like internet issues that are affecting our kids, like bullying and sexting and searching for pornography. What we really want to do is help our kids think before they click. And we'll be looking at ways to do that. Now I want to talk to you about some of the improvements I've made for the 2010 version of this class. What we've learned from learning theory is that it really helps to have repetition. Remember how I mentioned that teaching parenting classes really helped me reinforce my own parenting skills? Well, I want to give that same thing to you by allowing you to have some of that same kind of repetition so you can quickly improve your parenting skills. Communication theory really talks about the importance of using different modes of communication to enhance learning. And so what I've done is try to build those different types of communication into this course. You'll be able to go through the course and the exercises online, try some things out at home, and there will be daily reminders that arrive by email. There will be weekly conference calls where we can discuss things as a group. There's going to be a discussion forum where you can share ideas and experiences with other parents and get their feedback and input. And there will also be a chance to talk to me one-on-one through email if you've got questions, and I would be happy to respond to your emails. I'd like to close by telling you a quick story about how I've seen the parenting skills that I've been applying with my kids really show up in other places. And the story I have is from their elementary school, and they have a program called the Humanitarian Program where they teach various humanitarian skills every month, and 2 6th graders are chosen from the school to represent the school each year. When Christy was in 6th grade, she was chosen, and we were really proud. And then 4 years later, Blake was selected to be the representative of his school when he was in 6th grade. And it really helped me see that what we were doing at home, what they were practicing in school. And I wanted to just share with you what they had said about Blake that made me realize that the important things that we were doing at home as parents and day in and day out, he was taking that to school and using that with his teachers and friends. And this is what they read about him. Blake's sense of right and wrong sets high standards for others to follow. His compassion for all and ability to know when someone needs a helping hand makes him a strong leader. He never waits to be asked to assist anyone in need. He jumps right in and takes charge. You'll never hear an unkind word from Blake. And that really summarizes, that's the kind of person I want my kids to be, and it was the parenting that we're doing at home that's allowing them to, I think, go out into the world and be the kind of people we were hoping they would be. All right, that's it for today. And next time, I'm going to be giving you details about the cost of the course, the timing, how to register, and also a guarantee. I look forward to seeing you again next time.